way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, Greg, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten the win.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancer.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, Philadelphia, a half game back.
And seeing where the Knicks are, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now, here is Smith. He's tightly guarded. Out to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets played some outstanding basketball. He had 30 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
I'll tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
They set the pick. Smith the pass to Hardy. Here's Okafor. Lopez with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Smith. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. New York's gone 4-6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Here's Freak. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock it down.
Unbelievable move. Rush hour handles. Supreme right there.
Smith drives in, and it's sent back by Lopez.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Freak. Freak's got 41.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Here's Okafor, and it's denied. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Freak with it, and he's got 41. No good on the 3. Smith up top. Pick by Okafor. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now here's Freak, covered by Smith. That one goes. Count it. Freak's got 43 points.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
8 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
Hardy. His three-pointers off the mark. Smooth sailing for New York. Freak with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Freak. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Pick by Okafor. Smith dishes to Covington. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Okafor. No good. Good D by Lopez.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now, here is Smith. Not a lot of room. Pass to Landry. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Landry's got his second basket of the game. Expanding his range. Sticks another. 3 more from Freak.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Smith on the wing. Off the pick. That's tipped.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And the basket good. Meek's got 10 points.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And it's Okafor missing. Smooth sailing for New York. Here's Freak. Landry grabs the miss.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
3-second difference between and off the front iron, and in it goes. Freak's got 55. Now here is Smith. 8 points his last outing to the left wing. Okafor with no one around. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Chase checked in for Jody Meeks. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak in at shooting guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Rivers in at the point. And that one's good. Freak.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good. Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's Porzingis. He's covered by Landry. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Freak missing.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Out to the right wing. 16 feet away. Shot is no good. Nice D from Freak.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Fires the 3. They get it again. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
They set the screen. And there's the pass to Hardy. That 3 off the mark.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply. What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Right wing. Screen by Smith. Here's Covington, covered by Anthony. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Sanders comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Tony Roten in for Rivers.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Here's Quinn. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got his 7th rebound here tonight. That's good from Roten on the assist by Anthony. Roten's got his first points in this one. Here's Quinn. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And Sanders pulls it down.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
There's a screen by Noel. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Trains the three-pointer. Thompson's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Roten kicks to Freak. Tries it from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Noel. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Freak. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Freak's got 11 points in the quarter. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Here's Quinn, and it's Larry Sanders with the rebound. Sanders has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Freak. That's short off the rim.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
He tries for 3. That's good.
Freak for 3.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And stolen by Freak. Good. Freak's got 16 points here in the second half. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Philadelphia's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Noel using his post move to get the 2 points. Noel's got 5 points so far.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Now, Freak, non-stop scoring machine here. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Picked by Okafor. Here's Quinn. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball, over 60.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.